All right, what's up? Dilio coming to you another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to sequence with multiple tracks using hardware. And then we're going to take those multiple tracks and then track audio tracks for each one of those MIDI tracks that appear on here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I got a session, it's a blank session, and I have a channel called control. Now what I like to do with this is to create a channel that I know that's set up to go to where I want it to go. So in this case, the output is set up to the Integra. The Integra is connected to the MPC directly for MIDI via the USB port, which is why this shows up as Integra 7. If you're using MIDI output ports right there, you use the MIDI out and it will not say Integra 7. So keep that in mind. All right, so right now we're triggering the Integra 7. We see we have MIDI going on, but we can't hear it. So we got to create an audio track. In my case, audio monitoring track, because there's no direct monitoring currently until I turn on audio track and then I navigate back to the track. We still can't hear it yet, so I gotta turn this to monitor in. Then navigate back to the MIDI track, because you can't control anything MIDI wise from an audio track. It's basically a piece of recording tape at that point. So you gotta go back to the MIDI track and turn that on. Let me make sure I'm doing everything right. Turn the monitor on, monitor, turn that on, navigate back. So I got a piano, right? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to label this a monitor track, because I don't want really anything to change with this, because I'm going to be creating more audio tracks separate from this, but I want to have an open line of input. Now, you don't have to do this if you really want to hear your keyboard at all times. What I like to do sometimes is I'll go into the sampler, right? Turn on the monitor right there, okay? Come back, hit main, and now when I navigate to that channel, we should still hear it at all times, because this monitor in the sampler is always going to be turned on. Right, so in this case, I was trying to create audio track. We don't even have to do that. You can just do it that way. So I'm going to make a melody, and I'm going to build it from this one MIDI channel here. We're just going to use that same melody, and I'm using the very simple sequence. And you know, once you got this, you can create as advanced you want. But this is for our teaching purposes. So I'm going to just record a melody, and I just want to turn that tempo down just a little bit. Record, play, 3, 4. Okay, I got that, right? Okay, now I want to duplicate. And then I'm going to change this to MIDI channel 2. Or, there we go. Or that bass line. Let's go to that bass line. Now I went to track 2, but MIDI channel 4, and as you can see, I'm triggering channel 4 on the Integra. So let's try that. Now I'm just adding MIDI. Okay, so I got that. Duplicate again. We know that everything's routed again, but we just instantly created another MIDI track. Change that to MIDI channel number 5. I know I got brass right there. So now I got 3 MIDI tracks right here. We haven't recorded any audio yet. And just for fun, just because we're on a groove, we're going to duplicate that track again. I'm going to go to MIDI track number 10, because typically drum tracks are on. And let's have some fun with it. And I'm just. And I'm just adding to it. And we know now that we have 4 MIDI tracks. Now I could housekeep and label those MIDI tracks so that I know what they are, because when you start getting a bunch of tracks, things can get a little confusing right there. So, all right, so we got that, but now we want to turn that into audio so that we know that this is saved with this project at all times. So how do we do that? Let's go back to the main and let's go to audio track right here. And we know that the audio track is set up to input 1 and 2. I know that the output is going to input 1 and 2 on this. There's only 2 inputs on here currently without an audio interface. Left and right coming out of there. But if I recorded it as is right now, we're going to get all those tracks blended at the same time, which means we can't mix it afterwards. So what I want to do is I'm going to go back to my mutes, or even maybe my mixer right there. But I'm just going to go to mutes because that's easy right there. I'm going to mute the first 4 tracks. Back to the piano right there, right? Okay. So now I'm going to go to the main, select the track. It's record armed, and let's record. I'm tracking just piano right now. Okay, that's done. I can go back to mute and I can cut that track. Let's go to the next track. Now this audio track has that piano on it. The first audio track has the piano on it, but I'll put it here. I'm pointing over here. The first audio track has piano on it. The MIDI is on this track right here. So let's go. That's my bass line right there on track 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the audio track. And now we have a clear audio track that's properly routed. Hit record. Now I'm tracking bass. 5, 6, 7, and okay, we got a bass right there. Now I don't need to hear the audio from the bass track and the MIDI track at the same time being triggered in real time from the Integra 7, so I'm going to mute that one. That's all audio right now. There's no MIDI going on right now because we captured it in audio. Oh, but there's my brass right there because I just unmuted the MIDI track. But I need an empty track for that. How do I do that? Hit the duplicate button right there. Track it. And boom. And remember, I did a trick because even though that sampler is not sampling, it's my full-time audio input throughout this whole process. Because I know when I was doing it before, you got to go to audio. I guess I'm not going to go too far in that direction. This is about working around things. No, I get it. My style is figuring out how to make it work so we can do what? Make music, right? What else have I got left on here? I got these drums. Coming off of MIDI channel 10 going to the Integra. So I need another audio track. Let's go ahead and hit the duplicate button again. We got another audio track right there. Let's record it. I don't need to hear the MIDI of it. It's all audio. And now that it's audio, we can play around with it. So we got all of that as audio tracks. How do we know we got audio tracks? Let's go to the arrange view, main. I know I went there fast. I got to slow down sometimes. Now I have 4 audio tracks. I got 4 MIDI tracks, but they're all muted right now. The MIDI track is muted right now. How do I know they're muted right now? Because I can go to the mute side and see that they are muted. And I would know better that they are muted because I would have labeled those tracks what they are. MIDI piano, MIDI bass. Right now there's control 1, 2. When you name a track, you can duplicate it. The name of the original track will carry over, but we'll have an updated name right there. So let's take this further. And this is something, I mean, that's the tutorial right there. But if you're going to hang with me, we're going to see if this makes a difference or not. Okay. If you're still here, let's see. Edit audio. So let's see. I'm going to change the tempo. Let's see if it follows it or it doesn't. Let's try. Nope. Now, that may be for another tutorial, or maybe I have to turn on a warp thing. Not sure. I'm sure that might be a setting. I'm not fully aware of it if it is. But I will say that this is pretty cool. So I hope this helps with you recording audio from your hardware into another piece of hardware. No plugins. I didn't use any samples from the RAM on the MPC. And I mean, you can expand on that and do whole songs that way if you want to, if you have a special piece of hardware that you like. In this case, I like this. I'm just doing this to teach. You know, studio setup. What do you got at home? Well, I got some keyboards. Get some sounds off of there. Use that in here. I know that a lot of sounds are in the MPC, but sometimes you might want to try different combinations of things, which is totally fine. So I hope that helps. Main menu, arrange. You can see everything right there, and that's cool. If you like this type of content, let me know in the comments below. If you got any questions on this type of setup right here. I'm starting to kind of like a minimalist setup because it's just different. And when you have a different type of situation, it inspires different types of creativity versus having the whole world at your fingertips. There's something to be said about creativity from limitations. All right, I'm out.